Let's meet your home team.
And we're still early on in this new season. Here's Washington. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Duran. And it's Jefferson in at the point guard position. To the paint. Duran with a steal. Here's the break. Buries it down low.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. I love it.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Covered by Duran. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Jefferson. 8 points in his last time out.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Now here's Washington. Pass to Waiters. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
And you look at Brunson, listed at 6'2". You wouldn't think he'd be such a handful inside doors.
Handful might be an understatement, B.A. He is a nightmare at the free throw line and down. Why? Because he has moves and then counter moves. His footwork is exceptional, and I don't care what kind of defense you play, the guy will be able to get off a shot, and most often it's going to go in.
Here's Copeland, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And he drops the first. He gets them both.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, Coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Back over to you, Brian.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Duran. The three. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Now Washington. To the inside. It's stolen. And they're on the break. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. An easy 2 on the layup.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Jefferson. He's guarded by Washington. Fires from the wing. Jefferson can't hit.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
And here's Washington. Oh, ripped away. Puts it up from 12. Jefferson, good.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Washington outside from behind the arc. The rebound by eBay. Gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. To the wing, right side. Here's Jefferson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Jefferson's got 6.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
Here's Washington. The quick look, no good that time. Gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Jefferson. Here's Copeland. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. 9 points in the game. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. He's checked in for Washington. And a moment to check out the 2K leaderboard. Here were the best rebounders last season. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Johnson with it. To stop the run. The rebound by eBay. Gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. From deep three-point land. Unable to get that one.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Covered by Duren. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Yeah, when you attack in the painted area, good things tend to happen.
Pass to Jefferson. Launches a 3. Buries it from 3. Jefferson's got 12 points in the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
44 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Pass to Duren. Lets it go from deep. Waters grabs the miss.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
I see you, I see you.
And he lobs it up to the rim. It's picked off. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Up 4. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Oh, they get a hand on it, and that goes out of bounds. Now keep possession. On Tuesday. On defense, the visiting team. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. 5 on the clock. Knocks down the triple. Waters got 5 now.
My goodness, that's just too clean a look. He takes full advantage.
And the rise of Jalen Brunson has been fun to watch, Doris. No one saw him being this good.
I would count myself amongst those people, BA, and it's extraordinary. Jalen Brunson has proven highly effective, all league level effective, without having elite athleticism or size. And what that speaks to is his intelligence on the basketball floor. He has proven without those two qualities that you can be effective at the highest levels of the game. You have to admire it.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And the first one at the line is good. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there. All right, Shams, thank you very much for that report. And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
And even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Back to you, Brian.
Very confident. Thanks much for the report, Allie. As to Duran, from downtown, he drops it from range. Duran's got 6 points.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open. Shot, not this guy.
Covered by Duran. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for 2.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Copeland, covered by Johnson. Pass to Copeland. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Covered by Duran. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And it's time to give you a look at the top three-point shooting teams from a year ago.
That kind of efficiency from range is generally an indicator of a dominant offense.
To Copeland. Shot clock at 6. From the high post. Another miss. He's 2 for 4. Gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Here's Johnson. Soft touch off the glass. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Here's Copeland, covered by Johnson. And Copeland gets it to go. Copeland's got his third basket on the night right there.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
From the top of the key, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Give him 8.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And he drains the quick shot.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
Now here's Washington. From the arc. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Boy, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look, and good night.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Out left to the wing. Here's Copeland. Cans it from the wing. Copeland's got 10 points.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
A minute 42 left in the first half of this one. Inside. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, you cannot put it in a much better spot than that. Wow.
There's a minute 26 left in the first half of this game. Wide open. Drained it for 2 points. Copeland's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Last time these teams met, it came down to the wire. The bench play in that game was the difference.
Yeah, I don't think they win without the productivity they got from their bench. That made the difference.
A minute 4 left to play in the first half. Throws it up high, and down it goes on the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Gotten 8 of their first 10 to go. Great shooting here in the second quarter. There's 42 seconds left in the second. Down low. Tries to keep it alive. And so the ball out of bounds. Duran touched it last. .35 seconds left to play in the first half. Gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Here's Washington. 6 points for him. It's stolen. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assist.
From the wing. And the ball goes out of play following the shot. That'll count. Oh, did he get it off in time? He did! How about that?
Are you serious? That was incredible.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
And Kenny, when you had a first half performance like this one, did it change your routine at the break?
No, not really. But it's tough not to have a letdown. Your adrenaline is still pumping. I mean, your head is about to explode in that locker room.
See, Kenny, that's when you got to harness your emotions.
Says a man who probably took naps at halftime.
So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd like to take a nap right now.
So would the people listening.
Oh, that's a real yawn. He's feeling it. Exploiting the gaps in the defense, getting high percentage looks.
Defensively, you have to find a way to seal those gaps because he's making it look too easy.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The visitors with the ball. Here's Jefferson. He's guarded by Washington. Here's Copeland. Counted from distance. Copeland's got 15.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
They've got Duren, and it's Copeland in at the 2. Checking out the group from Mike Brown to start the second half. Pass to Jefferson. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. This will be his third free throw of the game.
First team foul.
Gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Picked it out of midair. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Pass to eBay. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Duren for 3. That shot off the mark.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Over to the wing from outside the arc. The rebound by eBay.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Pass to Duren. Here's Copeland. They set the pick. Here's Jefferson. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Jefferson's got 5 points in the quarter.
You love the start. The second half, 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
It's hauled in by Copeland.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. He has 6.
With his skill from the mid-range area, that's money.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. And he jams it home with authority.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Pass to Waiters. To the middle. Washington outside. The three ball. The rebound by eBay. eBay's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Copeland. Here's Jefferson. He's guarded by Washington. Pass to eBay. He takes it in. Let's go with a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Softly drops in the floater.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Pass to Jefferson. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
To the inside. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Timeout, home team.
Checked in for Washington. All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. Gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Count the basket.
They're really working the paint now.
Number 3, second personal foul, second team foul.
Gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, Brian. The NBA studies other leagues. Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm a fan of what baseball did with the pitch clock and the size of bases, increasing the engagement and the entertainment value of the game. If they're able to make changes, certainly we shouldn't be afraid to do the same. PA?
Forward thinking. Allie, thank you. Gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. Pass to Jefferson. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Personal foul.
And this is his third trip to the line tonight. A minute 42 left in the third quarter here. Inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
That was sweet. 1:11 left in the third. Pass to Copeland. 6 to shoot. It doesn't go for him. Gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Now here's Johnson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Third personal foul, second team foul. At the line for 2, Kabongo.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both good from the line that time. There's 39 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Jefferson. He's got 22. Here's Copeland. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Points. That one goes. He's got 10.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
And there's a pick. Fires the 3. The shot off that time. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. Leading by 7. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Out to the wing. Pass to Waiters. Now Washington. Covered by Duren. Outside Johnson. Here's the 3. The rebound by eBay. eBay's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Jefferson. Out to the right wing. He shoots it. Duren with the bucket.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Pass to Johnson. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Up and in on the layup.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Here's Jefferson. It's stolen by Johnson. Oh, there's the alley. Hammers the lob through.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Pass to eBay. Here's Jefferson. He's guarded by Washington. Jefferson can't hit. Gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Back to Washington. The kick out to Johnson. Drops in the 3.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Out to the right wing. Here's Jefferson. Cans it with nobody near him. Jefferson's got 24 points.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Outside Johnson. Back to Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Wow, facing a huge size disadvantage. He goes fearless to the rack. Great athleticism and body control.
Pass to Jefferson. Here's eBay. Down low. Here's Jefferson. Got a piece of it. Here's Waters. And it's all tied up.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This was absolutely fantastic.
Pass to eBay. Fires high post and right on target.
Just a bad time for a defensive breakdown, and he really took advantage.
We call that execution, getting the ball to the right guy where he can do some damage.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
On the court, your high squad. Who wants a t-shirt?
Teams deciding to change it up. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, you're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Covered by Duran.
Fourth personal foul, first team foul. At the line for two, Kabongo.
Shooting two.
That free throw misses. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. Gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. And there's the screen. Here's Copeland. Shot clock at 5. Tosses it up. Ooh, it misses.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
Oh, he jammed it.
And that finally gets them back to even.
Incredible fortitude to bounce back like this. I think we're setting up for an awesome finish.
A minute 15 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Tipped. The putback. How about the activity? Gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
The 17-footer. That's what he wanted. Gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. On the lay-in from a sweet assist.
I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Here's Jefferson. Beyond the arc. The 3 is in.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Johnson. Oh, he comes right back with a 3 of his own.
He really thrives in high-pressure moments. That's a big-time play.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Here's Duran. He knocks down the jumper.
Big day for their backcourt. Their guards have really set the tone for the rest of this team.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks.
And you have have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout, and a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Good on both.
Oh, tremendous composure at the line to tie things up and give them a shot at overtime.
Here's Jefferson. For three. He's off from three. Oh, missed on the tray. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Now Johnson. Yes! Using that window!
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. They've got Duran, and it's Copeland in at the 2. Puts it up. Down goes the jumper.
The ideal pass for that situation. Great instincts.
Got 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. There's a 3-second violation.
Oh, in a close game like this, that is the kind of mental lapse you have to avoid.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Duran fires. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
And we played just over a minute here in overtime. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rings.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Here's Jefferson. Touches it off the glass.
High percentage look. You can't ask for much more than that. Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Using the glass to lay it in.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Oh, no good on the layup. And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Johnson with a double team. Shoots a three. Oh, it doesn't go.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. This play could decide the game.
Can't afford any mistakes here, B.A.
From downtown. Yes, sir, with the three. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. Just don't want them to run out the clock.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
Boy, you love to see the calmness at the line. Didn't faze him at all. Big time spot, and he makes it easy. Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO.
Craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
misses. Another tie. And we're going to have a second overtime. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. With another overtime in front of us, the question is, who will blink first? Nobody wants to give in. A lot of pride on the line now. Here's Jefferson, covered by Johnson. Blocked! To take the lead. It's deflected. Here's Jefferson. Duran! Ooh, the three doesn't go. Knocks it loose. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The crossover. Blocked!
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
And we'll have a timeout called.
Up next, the goal is to get better each and every time they take the floor, continuing to build their chemistry and connection. The unspoken bond that yields victory. Tip-off coming up next. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony, and our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look here at the visitors. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they're just hanging steady. Middle of the path, middle of the road, call it what you want. That's where they find themselves.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Chambers. He's out there with Harper. And it's Forrest in at the 5. Roaming the paint. They've got Jackson. Also Carter out there. And it's Carr. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Certainly one of the most intriguing parts of a new season, Tim, seeing which rookies have hit the ground running, have picked up and not missed a beat.
It's such a difficult adjustment, Kevin, when you get into this league and you see how fast things are happening, how big everybody on the court is. The window's very tight to make decisions. Very difficult to predict who is going to make that transition the fastest.
What was the one thing for you, size or speed or a combination of each?
For me, it was how quickly the shooting lanes closed up. You had much less time to make a decision of when to shoot, when to pass. That, to me, was the biggest transition.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Carter finds Jackson. Reeves in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Harper the pass to Chambers. And it's blocked. Harper against Pietrus. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And the dunk by Carr.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach told me, quote, our success defensively in this one hinges on how we guard LaMelo Ball. He continued, not only is Ball a 3-level scorer, he's a top-tier passer with excellent court vision. And we've got to do our best to make him uncomfortable out there. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now here is Carter. Down low. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Pass to Lewis. Outside Harper. Rebound by Pietrus.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
Jalen Duren has certainly forced him in this NBA. He's a nightly double-double.
Well, he looks like a bouncer at a nightclub, but you forget how young this guy is. If he keeps improving like this, Kevin, he has a chance to be one of the premier bigs in this league.
I was going to say the same thing about you, but I'll call you a Greek god as opposed to a bouncer in a bar. How's that?
I much prefer the Greek god description. Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And here's Harper from the arc. Drops in the tray.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Carr sets a screen. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Carr's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
McClain, guarded by Jackson.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the strike.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
Pass to Petrus. And here's Carter. Now Petrus. Reeves outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. Robinson pulls it in. Gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Lewis passes to Forrest. .137 left in the first quarter of the game. Robinson kicks to Lewis. Here's Forrest, and it's blocked. Pass to Petrus. To the inside. Reeves. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Chambers. Scoreless thus far. Here's Forrest. 52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Tries it from the top of the key. Reeves with the rebound.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over it.
Out to Carter. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Carter's got 5 now.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Here's Forrest. Nails the 16-footer. He's got 6.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. They lead by 3. We've got more in store for you right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
Harper is out there with Chambers. Then it's Robinson. And it's Forrest in at the 5. And it's off from 3-point range. Reeves the pass to Jackson. And here's Carter. Here's Reeves, guarded by Robinson. Takes a 3. And it's Forrest with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Reeves with the rebound.
Trying to do a little too much with that fadeaway. There wasn't anyone near him.
And talking to Con Kniffel, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. Just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back to you guys.
Able to dial it in. Okay, Allie, thanks. Jackson finds Carter. From outside the arc, and it's Forrest with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Carter on the wing. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Now here the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams.
And when you look at the numbers from a year ago, they were dominant on the glass. It's a big part of their identity.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Forrest. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. Gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Carter. The three, and he's good on the 3-ball. Carter's got 10 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
To the paint. Here's Forrest. He's got 8. Clock at 6. Pass to Robinson. Now here's Harper. Over Carter. Harper, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. Both teams will make substitutions. who is outside. Over to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. To end the drought. Nailed from three-point land.
You have to stay connected with him out there or he will roast you.
Jackson with it. No scoring in this one.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. On 3 of 4 from long range in the game. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Well, this league has some of the world's best athletes. But Asar Thompson, like his brother Amen, Tim, they're on another level.
Yeah, this guy has a top-tier burst and relentlessness to make things happen. He's already a stopper at the defensive end.
A minute 50 left now here in the second. Here's Harper. Up and in from the low block. Harper's got his second basket of the night. Gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Pass to Jackson. Clark sets a screen. Now Reed. And the 3-ball is good. Reeves has got 7.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Here's Forrest. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First trip to the line for him here.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
McClain, guarded by Jackson. Pass to Harper. Here's Chambers. 6 to shoot. From downtown, his second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Jackson. Hasn't made one yet. Can't nail the jumper. And so that's the end of the first half. They're up by 7. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
23.
Welcome, folks. EJ alongside Shaq and Kenny. First up, here are the players of the week. Let's talk about our winner from the Western Conference.
The way the game is played now, it's tough for a big man to get the honors. But the bottom line is no one can match up with him. He's just too big and too skilled.
And you see that? He's using my move on the block, the Black Tornado.
What move is that? You going in circles?
Okay, stand up. I'll show you.
And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the home team.
When you play the right way and you're patient, you usually come out on top.
Yeah, you love a team that will work, sometimes deep into the clock for their shots. Man, that's great.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. A very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Jackson is out there with Carter. Then there's Carr. And it's Beatrice in at the small forward position. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Now here's Carter, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch-and-shoot percentages. Can I get off threes and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high-volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. And he makes the first, but misses the second. On a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Pass to Chambers. Here's Forrest. Carr covering. Outside Harper. Here's Forrest. Over Carr. Forrest's shot is off.
Yeah, no reason to fade away there.
Carter outside. Here's Reeves. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got 3 assists in the game.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pass to Forrest. McClain, guarded by Jackson. Outside Harper. Lewis outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lewis has got 6 points in the quarter.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
The rotations right now are just not good enough. That's going to be a problem defensively all night.
Take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Robinson. We've got Chambers. Lewis is out there with Robinson. And it's Forrest in at the 4 spot. Chambers the pass to Forrest. 1:35 left in the 4th quarter. Robinson a screen on Jackson. Right side Robinson. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Forrest. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Here's Forrest. Lewis outside. At the elbow, it's Robinson. McClain. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Carter. There's the triple. Rebounded by Chambers. And so the home crowd treated to a win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps. And the execution.